What's up? I'm the Yellow Ranger. On this episode of Deep Dive, we'll be talking about this man right here, Malcolm X. He was a major civil rights leader known for his outspoken views on race, self-defense, black identity, and black nationalism. Much of what people call his scandals were really political conflicts, ideology disputes, and intense public criticism during his life. His biggest controversy was linked to the NAACP. He was the most famous minister of the Nation of Islam led by Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm publicly revealed that Elijah Muhammad had fathered several children with several of his teenage secretaries. He violated moral teachings the NOI expected from its members, covered up the relationships internally. This caused major tension inside the organization, threats and hostility toward Malcolm, his eventual suspension and complete expulsion from 1963 to 1964. This break ultimately set the stage for his final year of independent activism. The chickens coming home to roost comment. After President JFK was unalive, Malcolm X said, "The chickens coming home to roost never did make me sad." He argued that American history of violence contributed to the political violence. This statement sparked national outrage. It caused Elijah Muhammad to silence and suspend Malcolm, deepened the division that led to Malcolm leaving the NOI. Malcolm X was heavily surveillanced by the FBI, NYPD. Intelligence agencies' documents show that the FBI infiltrated the Nation of Islam. Agents monitored Malcolm's speeches and travels. Government officials saw him as a threat due to his influence. This scandal reflects government misconduct. Malcolm X sharply criticized Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the NAACP, the civil rights movement, nonviolent strategy. He once called King a modern-day Uncle Tom, a 20th century slave preaching peace. He later softened these views, especially after 1964. After leaving the NOI, he traveled to Mecca and experienced a major ideological shift. His rejection of separation, his new support for international cooperation, his criticism of the nature of Islam's racism and have Sunni Muslims' beliefs instead of NOI teachings. This shift angered the NOI and made Malcolm a target. Malcolm X was unalived on February 21st, 1965 by members of the Nation of Islam. Controversy tied to his death include whether NOI leaders ordered the unaliving, whether the police or FBI intentionally allowed it to happen. COINTELPRO documents suggest government failure on manipulation, wrongful convictions of some individuals later overturned. His unaliving is surrounded by serious questions about government involvement, but definite proof remains limited. What are your thoughts on Malcolm X and him standing for what he believed and leaving the Nation of Islam and all of these things and his views? As always, like, comment,